Hi guys, it's BB. Welcome back to my channel, my beautiful monarch butterflies. I hope that all of y'all are having a lovely day. Alright, so in today's video we are doing monthly favorites. This used to be one of my videos that I used to post on my channel before anybody would watch. I would maybe have 2 comments most, but I wanted to bring it back because I feel like it always takes me back to that time and place where I can always look back at some of the products that were my favorite and kind of comparing them to what I use nowadays. And then sometimes I'm like, what was working for me at that time? I can always go back to these videos and see what I enjoyed the most. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so the first one that we have here is some Calamine Lotion. I buy this at Walmart and I can't remember the price exactly, but it is affordable. I've been using this for my cystic acne. Sometimes I do have cystic acne that will break me out on my face, and they're the ones that you absolutely cannot pop, but you need some relief. I've even used them on regular pimples and it works amazingly, and the cure time is a lot less.
Future BB here. I just wanted to show you guys a little demonstration of how I go about applying the product. I don't shake the bottle. I have seen it on other videos for how to care for your pimples and it says to not shake the bottle. So I dip my Q-tip tip and then I'm just going to go ahead and dab that to the area that is affected. So we'll just pretend that this scar is the pimple. I dab it and then I slightly twirl the Q-tip, and then you'll sleep on this overnight.
This definitely comes in handy, so I would suggest it. All right, moving on to the next one. Next one that we have here is Veneno de Abeja, Aceite de Vibora.
Is that even a real name?
Yeah, it is a real name. It sounds crazy, I know, but swimming season currently is in full swing. This is what I use on my oldest. Anytime I need to rub out his shoulders, I like to give him massages just to keep him going during his events. And so you can see a lot of it is missing. I use this guy a lot, but I mainly use it for massaging him, and it smells so good and mentholy. So if that's not a scent that you're really into, then this might not be for you. But it definitely smells very strong. It says for temporary relief of minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with simple backaches, arthritis, strains, and sprains and strains. All right, so since we're on the topic of muscles, there is another one that I would love to recommend to you guys. This one is Soothing Muscles Lotion, and this is actually like Epsom salt, but in a bottle. It is lotion, and this stuff is amazing. Sometimes when I've had aches and pains on my hands or on my knees or where else, like my neck, my shoulders, I've applied this, and it also helps with your sleeping. So yeah, this is magnesium, and I wish this would have came in my life a lot sooner, but I've used it on my husband, I've used it on myself. I also want to mention that this guy is 20% more, I guess, potent than your standard Epsom salt bath or Epsom salt soak. So yeah, that's another plus to this guy. I feel like it works really good, especially if your tub is not big enough for you and you have aches and pains. This is the way to go. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, so next item that we have here is magnesium glycinate. I know the packaging is a little whack, but it's fine. So these pills are quite large, and before then I was just taking magnesium, just regular magnesium, but then I switched over to magnesium glycinate. It's so much better and your body absorbs it a lot better. And so I cut this pill into 4 different sections because it's a lot of milligrams. I'll have to show you guys in just a little bit, but it is wonderful. I've gotten some of the best sleep taking this. And in fact, I don't know if you guys have viewed my other video. I do struggle with I think it's called granulomatosis mastitis, and I personally feel like it's reduced in size all because of this, and this definitely helps with stress as well. So I would most certainly recommend. I'm not saying that it's a cure for that, for what it is that I've got, but I'm just saying that it's helped me sleep a lot better. I've felt less stressed, but I would most certainly recommend you taking this around 7:30, maybe 8ish, because then you might have a little bit of a harder time waking up. So you want it to take time in order for it to kick in, so that you're not having to wake up so early in the morning and still feeling a little sleepy, you know? So say for instance you gotta wake up at 5, then you wanna take it a little bit earlier, because once it kicks in and you're in full sleep, it is amazing. It's like sleeping on a cloud, and it's some of the best sleep I've ever gotten. All right, let's move on to the next item. All right, so the next item we have here is some Wet n Wild mattifying primer for your face. So I use this prior to my makeup. It becomes very, very mattifying, and even whenever I'm not using foundation, I like to use this in order to reduce the dewiness. So if you want a natural look but you also don't want to come off greasy looking, this helps fill your pores and makes you not look so entirely oily and greasy. And I haven't had any breakouts with this product. I recommend it. It is from Wet n Wild. You get 25 milligrams, which is 0.84 fluid ounces. So you can find this super affordable at your local Walmart. All right, next up, this is not the full size of this item, but this is some watermelon body cology lotion. I ended up cutting it down to size. It's in the scent watermelon splash. It usually comes about this big, but every time that I use it, I start cutting it down to size. And then once it's down to that, then I just shove it in there like a lid. That way it doesn't dry out, but it smells so delicious. I have yet to try the other scents, but I love anything watermelon. I like anything strawberry. I wanted to give this guy a try. It's so very moisturizing. So if you are not, like if you don't have a what is it called, Bath and Body Works that is accessible, I would definitely recommend this lotion. A little bit goes a long way, and its scent is so delicious. I've already gone through 2 bottles of this, and I'm certainly gonna have this as a rebuy. All right, next up we have some Almay, and this one's the pH. No, it's actually huge. This one is a Color and Care tint stick. And I recently picked this up. This one's like pH, but immediately after I put it on my lips, it was so moisturizing. So it's 0.25 ounces, 7 grams. And look how thick this guy is. I'm already going so hard on it. I use it every chance that I get. I noticed that like you don't get a lot of color payoff, like it doesn't really change too much. It's still very, very pretty. It's very subtle, but it fades very quickly. So I'm gonna try to show you guys how much is in here based off like how much I've already used. So there you guys go. You can kind of see the little plasticky thing there, but you can also use it on your cheeks as like blush. But I will say it makes you look really greasy and moisturized. So if you don't want that, then you don't have to use it, but I would definitely recommend it for your lips. It's very silky, very smooth, very moisturizing, and it is a huge wide tube. I mean, you guys can see that. It is amazing. And I don't think there's very much of a scent to it. So if you don't want anything scented, not anything that's just too in your face with color when you put it on for pH, this is the product for you. But I love the moisturizing. This one is in 100. That's the color 100 natural flush. I couldn't talk there for a second. Moving on to the next item. All right, you guys. Next up, this is one of the little Keurig coffee filters. I recently picked this up from Temu. It looks a little nasty just because coffee will stain after a little bit. So it comes with this ring inside just for you guys to be able to close it. I don't really remember what it's referred to as right now, but basically it's just so that it remains closed. It doesn't come out. When it comes down to cleaning, I can tap the 2 of them together like this and get the coffee stuff out, the coffee grounds. And it fits perfectly within your Keurig, very easy to clean. You just rinse it out, and you don't have to worry about the lids every time that you open the plastic ones. Every time you're doing this, the crease where it bends will eventually start to waste away, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. The only thing is I wish it would have continued on inside with a little something, because sometimes the grounds will poke through this little tiny hole. I'm not a huge fan of that. It can cause like a little bit of fallout on that. Just make sure you don't fill up your cup too much, because then you will have a mess. So if you are gonna buy one of these, I would definitely recommend the ones that have a funnel, like a little bit of a funnel inside, of this hole rather than the one that I have. But other than that, I don't have any complaints. It's worked just fine, and I don't have to invest in buying the plastic ones at all anymore. All right, next up we have some Russell Stover's Dubai style chocolate. I hadn't tried Dubai chocolate up until this year, and it is so, no, this one's mine. It is so delicious. I would say, like, when you bite into it, it's the consistency of like a Kit Kat, but it's just, it's, oh my gosh, it's like next level delicious chocolate. And whenever you chew into it, it's like, it has a little bit of a saltiness to it, but it's a good balance of both salty and sweet. And inside it is green. I will be showing you guys because I will be biting into this, and I will show you guys an up close view. You're probably watching it now. It is so beautiful and it tastes so, so lovely. The first time I ever tried this, I actually got goosebumps. I was just like, whoa. It was just an explosion of flavor. It was so delicious. So I would definitely recommend. My husband has bought already 2 bags of this, and we kind of go through it a little fast. It's very unhealthy to go through them as quickly as we do, but they're just so, so good. So that is the last of my items. That's gonna wrap it up for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope to catch you on the next one, and I will see y'all very soon. Bye.